Good evening, everyone. My name is Scott Allardyce, and I'm recording from Markham, Ontario, Canada. I want to talk to you about the Occupy movement that's currently involved not only in Canada, but in most countries around the world. I have two Facebook groups that I manage for people with disabilities. One's called the Canadian Disability Alliance. I'm very proud of this group. We're doing a lot of fine work in the disabled community. The other group is called the Friends of Tracy Latimer group, which talks about the murder of a disabled girl by her father, and the reason she died was because of her disability. And that group is very important to me as well. But the Occupy movement has been trying, for whatever reason, to infiltrate my two groups, and probably others on Facebook as well, to spread their own message that has nothing to do with the creation of the groups that I've previously mentioned. This has become extremely annoying because every day the Occupy people try to get on the group and post things that have nothing to do with what the group's intention was originally designed for. They say things like down with the government, overthrow McGuinty, use force, violence to promote your political agenda. These people are dangerous. I certainly don't mind the fact that they have a right to protest peacefully, and they also have the right to run in elections and try to convince people that their agenda might be the proper agenda. The difficulty that I have is that they don't respect what other people in the community are trying to do. They only care about their own message. They're not democratic. They don't believe in democracy or in accountability. I've asked them politely on several different occasions to not post things on my group that have nothing to do with what the groups are involved with. I've told them that if they adhere to this, they can stay members of the group and hopefully be productive members, but they've refused all requests to stop. All they want to do is spread their own message, and they don't care who they hurt or who they damage along the way. They talk about being a representative of the 99%. Well, I guess I'm a member of the 99%, and I can tell you from my perspective that they don't represent me. I represent myself. I want political change in this country. I want more democratic institutions. I want people with disabilities especially to take their rightful place as equal partners in our democracy and make a difference in the lives of other people. I want the rich to have to pay more taxes. I want the poorest people not to pay taxes at all. I want everyone to have an opportunity. I want everyone to get an education and have access to health care and social services. But I want to do it through the democratic process. I don't want to ride in the streets and break windows and get into fistfights with police officers. I want to engage and have a public debate on the future of this country. And I don't believe the Occupy movement believes in that. I think they believe as long as they're out there causing problems, that people will pay attention to them. People are paying attention, but the problem is they're paying attention for the wrong reasons. If you honestly believe that your agenda is right and sound, you don't need to break windows or fight with the police. You need to put your name on a ballot and stand up in front of a room full of people and tell them why they should vote for you. You should engage citizens in an open and honest debate about what you would do as leader of either Ontario or Canada. And I would say specifically to Kevin Clark, who runs Occupy Toronto, that I do not respect you, and I can't understand you. And I don't know why you've taken it upon yourself to try to disrupt groups that are attempting to make life easier for people with disabilities. I don't understand why anybody would do that. You're not a hero. You're not a leader. You're simply a coward. And I would ask you finally to stop interfering with these groups. And if you have your own agenda, then create your own Facebook group and get your message out. Thank you and have a good night.